Do you want to hear about my exciting garden project? Well, just stick around and I'll share with you. One of the projects that I like to do here at the Urban Nano Farm is I like to evaluate new plants. And I'll tell you, I also like to make new plants, produce new plants, plants that have never been seen before. I first got the bug, oh my gosh, probably in the year 2000, where discovered a variegated beautyberry. And we went ahead and had it evaluated and went through the U.S. Arboretum and ended up with the variegated beautyberry called Duet. Here's a picture of it right here. I've shared videos of how to propagate that in the past. Besides the Duet beautyberry, I love hibiscus. You know, I've shared videos of the Confederate rose, which is the Hibiscus mutabilis. And I shared a video last fall, and I've got another one coming up of a new, of a hybrid of the Confederate rose called Hibiscus mutabilis rubrum, which is a cross of Hibiscus mutabilis and the Hibiscus moschutus, the hardy hibiscus, and that's that Hibiscus mutabilis rubrum. And it's sterile and it's a single flower. It's really cool. We're going to look at more of that. But I also grow, besides the hardy hibiscus here, I also grow Texas white star hibiscus, the Hibiscus coccinea alba, which is a native here in the South. And what I've been doing, I've been crossing, taking the pollen from one and pollinating the flowers of the other. And I've got three of the hopefully good hybrids here. I've successfully crossed a couple of the hardy hibiscus, and this past year I tried to cross the Texas white star. And what I was doing with that, I was taking the pollen from the Texas white star. I think I did post a video on that. I'm going to have to dig that out, and I'll drop that in here. But taking the pollen from the Texas white star and pollinating some of my hybrids, and that's what I've got here. I've got three separate hybridizations here that the seeds actually worked. I was kind of surprised. Sometimes, you know, you get surprised, and I got really good seed germination. But I've got, let's see here, I've got them numbered here, and you have to keep the numbers and the tags going if you ever want to maybe commercialize this. There's going to be no commercial value here. But this one, this is a cross. This is Edge of Night by Cranberry Crush hardy hibiscus and the Texas white star. We've got that. Let's see here. We've got this one. This one is the Texas. This is a Texas white star, and I'm not quite sure which one it got hybridized with, but it's a hybrid. And this other one here is the Texas white star, and not really quite sure what it is. Hey, hang on just a second. My wife is.
I'm gonna go Pokemon.
Where are you going, Katie? Tell everybody out there in video land. You're gonna go Pokewalk?
I'm gonna go Pokemon.
Gonna go Pokewalk. Hey, have fun, dear. So now, anyways, I've got these, and I want to go ahead and let's see here. I got to make sure I keep these straight. I want to go ahead and start potting some of these up. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to pot these up in the my favorite, the Bootstrap Farmer. These are the 4 cells. These are the root pruning containers. Really like these. These are the big heavyweight containers. You know, if you haven't tried these, you really need to. I tell you, I got a text from my daughter in Augusta, Georgia, a couple days ago. She says Christmas came a little bit late or a little bit early. She couldn't quite decide, but it was a picture of a whole table of these and all the different size trays and everything. I thought that was really good. You know, I kind of taught my daughter, you know, a little bit about good gardening stuff, so that warmed my heart. Now I'm also going to use, and I've got these already filled, but with the Jolly Gardener CB Professional Mix. Okay, I can't stress enough how important it is to use good container mix. And you know, I've just shown you just how the different particle sizes separate out. It's always good to have the different particle sizes for air porosity, water holding capacity. Those are very important. But let's go ahead and start to pot some of these up. And you know, I've planted these. I just sowed the seeds. I may have done a video on that. Maybe I have to go look at that. But I just sowed the seeds on top of the mix in a Bootstrap Farmer 5x5 deep container. I really like these, and I did that dense sowing. I just, you know, I've got all kinds of plants in here, and I'm just gonna hopefully hopefully pop these out. There we go. There we go. That's the way to do it. And you can see, look at how it's created a mat in there. And I've let these dry out a little bit, like I do with the pepper or with the tomato seedlings, and that allows me to go ahead and break this up and separate these seedlings out of here. Now this is a case where I really want to try to grow every single one of these, because being hybrids, you don't know what you're going to get unless you grow them all out. But anyways, that's a great looking seedling there, and we'll just take that and pop that in the cell like that. Do this one. Now I've got some smaller ones here too. I've got these little bitty ones in here. So I think I'm going to take those and put those in. Well, here I'm going. Sorry about that. Let me. I think I'm going to go ahead and put these little small ones in the Bootstrap Farmer 6-packs. I think that's a better choice for those. I won't have to do that right now, but I'm just gonna take this here. And you can kind of pull them out and pop them in there like that. Tell you, I'm not quite sure where I'm gonna put all these, but you get the idea. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead. I'm just going to pause the video here. You don't need to see me do potting. It's like you already saw me this. I'm going to do it 49 more times. Okay, but what we'll do is we'll come back and take a look at this. Well, I've got the first batch all potted up. Got in the Bootstrap Farmer 4 cells and in the little 6 cells, the little small plants. Going to take a little coffee break, enjoying a good brew in one of my Heritage Cottage coffee mugs, available at Heritage Cottage Seeds if you think you'd like a great mug to enjoy your coffee with. Now I got to get back to play. I've almost got these all knocked out. Really didn't take as long as I thought it was going to, but taking these and popping them in the 4 cells like this. And one of the things I got to thinking about, and I thought about this in the past about, you know, hybridizing and things. I think it's pretty cool if when you cross, you know, two different plants and produce seedlings from that cross. Do you realize no one else in the world has that plant. Sure, there's different crosses of the hibiscus and everything out there, but when you think about, you know, cross pollinating, you know, we're thinking about it's that old birds and the bees thing, and we're setting up new genetic combinations, and the chances of doing a controlled cross and having that particular cross, you know, be you know, accomplished by another person randomly is, I don't know, I think it's got to be astronomical, if not impossible, to even consider that. So that's actually maybe even the coolest thing about doing the crossings and everything, is even if I don't get a really interesting new flower out of it, the plants that I'll be growing are unique. Every one of them is unique. And so that's just something to think about. And I'm putting this in the again in a bootstrap farmer tray, and I'm gonna water this in. These are the trays that, oops, there we go. These are the trays that don't have any holes in them, so I can go ahead and water without, you know, fear of making, you know, a bigger mess than I already do. But we'll do this, and over the next, you know, week or so, start taking these outside and getting them acclimated and getting them growing outside, because I don't have the room on the inside of the house to do this. So, and then the last thing to do is have a tag in here so we know what they all are. Well, see, I've got I've got 4 trays of brand new plants that we're going to grow this year, which is pretty cool. So this is one of these projects. We'll take a look at this through the year and see how they grow. So hey, listen, wish me luck.